Zap, 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 lightning, zap, zap, lightning, lightning, fade.
Hello everybody, it's me, the Lego Dude, and in today's video I will be talking about the summer 2023 Lego Star Wars sets which have just been leaked. Originally I was going to be making a part 2 for my last video, but instead I'll be shelving it for a couple of months until all the summer 2023 sets have been revealed, which will make it much easier to organize and analyze everything with full details. Now, getting started, first up we have the 75359 Ahsoka Clone Troopers Battle Pack for either $21 or $27, as there has been some confusion on the price with it originally being $27, but then supposedly being lowered to $21. Straight off the bat though, the mere possibility of this set even being $27 is insane beyond belief. They increased Battle Pack prices by $5 last year, and now they want to almost double the price for a set that just 2 years ago would have been $15. To give you some perspective on the price with similar sets, the Kashyyyk Battle Pack from 2014, which in my opinion was better than this set, cost $13 when it released, which adjusted for inflation is about $16.50 today, meaning that this set is almost twice the price for the same amount of Lego, only 8 years on from then. Another comparison which puts this even more into perspective is the 501st Battle Pack, which literally just retired a few months ago and cost $30. This set for just $3 less has such a wide gulf in value compared to the 501st Battle Pack, it's comical. And one final comparison is the new 2023 501st Battle Pack from January is basically the same in size in the product you're getting, yet it costs $20 while this set might cost $27. Even if this set ends up not costing $27, the fact that it was even conceptualized or considered that it would cost $27 is ridiculous. And since the news that the price might be lowered to $21 was just recent, that means that for most of this set's lifespan, from conceptualization to design, LEGO had it planned that it would cost $27. Now, ignoring the price and just looking at the set itself, I don't think that it's that good. The Swamp Speeder build is okay, but in my opinion it's a downgrade upon the 2014 Kashyyyk Battle Pack version. The 3 normal clones are okay as well, but they have the holes in the side of the helmet which really stands out as something that looks bad. The only one it doesn't really affect is the brand new Captain Vaughn minifigure, because he has a visor to fill in the holes, so it actually looks decent. Unfortunately, however, even though in the Clone Wars TV show Vaughn had a unique helmet, they have just given him a standard helmet for this set, which is disappointing. Something surprising though is that they actually gave Vaughn the accurate torso markings and points, which considering everything else about this set is one of the few positives. Overall, however, the Vaughn minifigure is mediocre and is basically just a normal trooper with a slightly different torso point and a visor. Even taking the price out of the equation, this set is average at best, but adding the absurd price back into the mix, there is hardly any circumstance you should buy this set under unless you can buy it for less than $20. With how hyped up this set was, it's sad that it's turned out to just be a mediocre set at best, with the only positive being the minifigures for army building, and at worst one of the most overpriced sets that we've had in years. Next up we have the 75360 with 253 pieces and costing $35, which is Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. The last version of this set was from 2017 for $25, and even though the price isn't anywhere near as absurd as a Swamp Speeder, it is so overpriced, with inflation only accounting for a price hike to about $30. This set is so similar to the 2017 version that at first glance you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between them. Overall, I think it is a slight upgrade, but I'm disappointed that there was no extra minifigure to help make up the price gap, and of course I'm also disappointed about the price itself. If you can get this set for 20% off or more and you don't already own the 2017 version, then I would definitely recommend buying it, but otherwise it probably isn't worth it. Next up we have the Yavin Base for $170 and with 1067 pieces. Some people might criticize how expensive it is because of the price per piece concept, but I actually think that this set looks like it's worth it. The build itself looks really cool with the color scheme working very well, and I have to single out specific praise for the mini scale Y-Wing, which looks amazing. There were rumors going around that it would be a microfighter sized Y-Wing, which honestly wouldn't have been that good, but instead we got a much better mini scale Y-Wing. The only criticism I have of this set is that the tree looks like it's from a 4+ set. It basically looks like it was plucked straight out of the 4+ ATST set from last year. One good thing about it though is it has the watchtower built on top of it with the Rebel Soldier, which looks very cool. In this set we'll also be getting a ton of minifigures with a grand total of at least 12 minifigures, which for a set like this and with LEGO not having as many figures in their sets as they should is actually a very good number. Taking into consideration a lot of these are brand new minifigures, then this minifigure selection is definitely very good and doesn't really have anything to complain about. Moving on to the main build, it'll have the same design as the Darth Vader's castle, with one side being open while the other side is closed. The top one is most likely a celebration room, considering the fact that Han, Luke, and Leia are in their celebration garb from the end of A New Hope. In the middle there are several small meeting rooms, while at the bottom is a hangar for the Y-Wing to dock in. Overall, this is the best out of these 3 sets so far, and is definitely worth the price, especially if you can get it for 20% off. Moving on from these mainline sets which have been revealed, we have 3 mech sets which have been revealed for 2023. And I just want to clarify that I think that all of these are overpriced and that all the mechs suck, and I'll basically just be looking at the minifigures for these. Lego Star Wars mechs is an atrocious concept, but if you look at it from a monetary perspective, then it does make sense for Lego. They can just have the one good minifigure plus the mech, which will be overpriced, but because of the one good minifigure, then it's gonna sell a lot. Something that does make me a little bit angry though is that they've made these outrageously expensive mechs while just stopping making the minifigure packs for $15. The minifigure packs for $15 had 3 minifigures and were good for army building, and now they're releasing these mechs which cost even more, which only have 1 minifigure. Now moving on to the sets themselves, and starting off with the Boba Fett mech, there's only one reason you should even consider getting it, and that is for the fact it probably has the best Boba Fett minifigure which we've ever seen. The colors are all correct unlike the last version of Boba Fett, and it also has a great new visor point which is a lot sharper and cleaned up than past versions. There's also some brand new arm printing, and overall just great prints all around. If you buy any of these mechs, it should be this one purely for the minifigure. Next up we have the Stormtrooper mech, which has the brand new updated Stormtrooper, which I think looks pretty good but isn't as good as the Stormtrooper we had a few years ago. Buying multiples of this set to army build, however, is a very bad idea, as it would be insanely expensive to even get up to 20 of them. You'd be much better off waiting for a new Stormtrooper battle pack to release sometime hopefully in the near future. And lastly, we have the Darth Vader mech, which offers a cheaper way to get the Darth Vader with arm printing if you don't have him already. However, I think you'd be much better off buying a set like the TIE Bomber, which costs $60 or even less if you can find it for 20% off, which is affordable and is overall awesome set, which also includes the Darth Vader with arm printing. Alright everybody, that's everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts about these new leaked sets in the comment section down below. Do you think that the mechs are good for Lego Star Wars or bad? Do you think the Ahsoka Troopers Battle Pack is good or not? And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and ring the notifications bell, as I'm gearing up to start releasing a lot more content over the summer now that I have a lot more free time. Bye everybody!